Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville. I'm John Waterhouse, and what I want to share with you this morning is a meditation on relationships. So I invite you to begin with me in a seated position. Lower your eyelids and take a deep breath. Your only task right now is to relax. Let the challenges of the day fall away as you release any tension in your body. Let your breathing be deep and easy, in and out. I invite you to reflect on those people who have recently touched your life. You may know them well, or some may be strangers that did something wonderful for you. Perhaps they gave you something, a book, some welcomed advice, a smile, or a song. Perhaps they sent you a card or an email that touched your heart. Maybe they were ahead of you in a fast food drive-thru and they paid for your meal. Think on these kinds of people in your life that have touched your life in wonderful ways. Whoever they are, the sense of them, a recollection of that moment when you were surprised, delighted, or touched, come fully present in your mind. These moments with these people are perfect examples of the generous nature of life. These people are divine presence, showing up to remind you that you are adored and supported in every moment. As they gave their gift, you were the focus of the generous nature of the divine. Be with this for a moment. Now consider those who at some time or another in your life seem to have hurt you. Not with those to whom you may have had an annoyance or been irritated, but those whose actions revealed a place in you that was vulnerable or lacked confidence. When they did whatever they did, you went to a place that was far from happy. These people, too, were divine presence, calling you to remember who you are and to perhaps take a deeper look into your life. No matter what the circumstances or situation may have been, whoever catches your attention, whoever you react to emotionally, whether you felt good about it or not so good in those moments of confrontation, all of those people contributed to why you are where you are today. Think of a teacher who taught you how to love learning. Think of a person who modeled strength or fortitude for you. Perhaps you've had a parent or a mentor who showed you how to be confident when you didn't know you were good enough. Maybe you've known a child who opened you up to a sense of wonder and interest. Whoever comes to mind, whenever it happened, simply be with them now in the energy of those moments. Now focus on one of these many experiences from the past, just one, the one that seems most compelling to you in this moment. Open yourself to being in that place and at that time. See what you can recall about that moment. Look around. What else do you see? Are there any other people there? Are there sounds? Are there smells? Is there any food there that you can taste? Now you've come to remember this one time, this one person that touched your heart. Let it be absolutely clear, as though it were happening right now. Now reach out and gently touch that one that you're with. Look into their eyes. What would you like to tell them? Thank you. You're important to me. You've made a wonderful difference in my life. Whatever comes to you, the significance of that moment, let it be real. Stay with your awareness of this moment and take from it something wonderful. Now think about the place you are right now. Perhaps you're a guest somewhere. Perhaps you're in your own home, which you either own or rent. It doesn't matter. With your eyes still closed, be aware of that space. And think about what it is you know about this space. Who were or are the stewards of this sacred land where you're sitting? How many people do you think it took to build that structure that you're in right now? How many others were involved in providing the materials it took to build this structure? Think about where these elements came from. The cutting of lumber, the forging of steel, the creation of glass, the mining and the mixing and the preparing of materials for construction. How many delivery drivers did it take to bring these materials to the site of this structure? How many others did it take to design and manufacture the tools that were used to build this structure? Can you see that it took literally thousands of people, maybe hundreds of thousands of people, contributed their time, their energy, and skills to make this place where you are sitting? This is the creative expression of life on planet Earth. What an extraordinary gift surrounds you right now. The same is true for all of the furniture in the room, the seat on which you sit, the clothes you're wearing, the conditioned air you're breathing, the water you've used today. You are literally surrounded by gifts that required untold thousands of hours of attention to create. Now imagine all the forms of life that have been involved in creating the food that you'll eat today. Plants that were raised from seeds, that were planted, nurtured, and harvested so that you can eat delicious, wholesome food. The same is true for the creatures that gave their lives for your nourishment. You are blessed by untold numbers of people who work in concert to support your life. They're all part of the greater fabric of your life, this immense web of relationships, connections, and influences. This web of connection and contribution helps you make your life the miracle that it is. Just be with that for a moment. Now bring to your mind the image of a tree, perhaps one near your home. Or if none come to mind, you could imagine the 400-year-old white oak tree that sits above and behind our center. That's a majestic tree. Imagine how the roots of that tree that you have brought to mind spread down beneath the soil. Be aware of how the tree is nourished by that soil. Now imagine the falling rain as it falls on this tree, bringing life-sustaining water to every branch and every leaf. Imagine rays of sunlight and moonlight shining down on this tree. Imagine the quality of the air that the tree absorbs and then releases. During the day, that tree breathes in carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, which you then breathe in. This isn't just a tree. It is the convergence of all these conditions coming together, adapting and evolving. Notice that the tree does not complain when its roots are diverted by stone in the ground. It does what it must do to thrive with that which it is given. This tree never did anything wrong, nor did it make any mistakes. It's just like you that way. You have nothing to regret. There's no need to second guess yourself or find fault. Your only task is to express divine joy with every breath and every beat of your heart. There is no denying that life can be challenging, but your challenges call you to be your best and to stand tall like the great oak tree. You are greater than any challenge before you. You are filled with goodness, just like all those around you. Look for the good. It's always there, and you can always find it in yourself and in others. No matter what has happened, find the good. Finding good is finding God. It's always there. When you find it, you build a bridge that can span the impossible. When you find the good in yourself and in others, you have removed all separation between you and the best of life. Be aware of the relaxed state of your body and the ease with which you are sitting. in this state of comfort and ease, think of one good thing you did yesterday. It may have been laughter, a smile, or a kind word that you shared with someone. Maybe you listened intently to what someone said to you. Maybe you let go of some annoyance or judgment of another. Maybe you forgave yourself for saying something or for not saying something. Maybe you were generous. Maybe you thanked someone for their kind act. Allow some memory to nourish you right now. And take this moment to feel joyous and delighted in the good that comes to life because of you. Be aware of your inner desire for happiness. What a wonderful desire to have and to embody. You are meant to be happy. You deserve to be happy. So be happy. It's contagious. And it's good for everyone around you. Chances are they want to be happy too. Happiness is yours for the taking in every moment of your life. You are the master of your happiness. And your happiness is the great elixir. When you combine your happiness with the wisdom that you carry, you achieve freedom. Be free. Fly above the obstacles of life like the eagle. The view of life is much better from above. Bring the best of you to every situation and allow your light to shine for all to see. You are magnificent. Fill your life with acts of kindness and feelings of joy. Be the friend you want to have. Appreciate the good in everyone and everything. Now, think of something you can heal in your life. What can you do to make this day before you even better than you imagined? Everybody wants a sense of belonging, a sense of feeling at home in their body, in their mind, and in their life. Have the life you've come to have. There is one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. With your eyes still closed, repeat this with me 4 times. It'll come really easy. There is one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. There is one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. There is one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. There is one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. And so it is. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome yourself back to your perfect, wonderful life. Namaste.